You know that feeling, right? Your mind gets stuck on repeat, playing back a conversation, or just spiraling down a rabbit hole of what-ifs. It feels like a bug in your personal software. But what if I told you that overthinking isn't a flaw? It's not a weakness. It's actually your brain's ancient survival programming just going haywire in the modern world.
So let's get one thing straight, right from the jump. You're not broken. Overthinking is not some character flaw. It is literally your brain doing the job it evolved for, keeping you safe. The only catch? The software it's running is seriously out of date. See, at its very core, overthinking is just a hunt for certainty. Your brain is a certainty-seeking machine. It craves a 100% guaranteed outcome for everything. Your career, your relationships, that text you're about to send. But life doesn't do guarantees. And when your brain can't find one, it doesn't just give up, it doubles down, it searches harder. And that's the spiral that leaves you feeling so exhausted.
So this instinct, this thing that's meant to protect you, it ends up becoming this misguided protector. It tricks you into thinking you're making progress when all you're really doing is spinning your wheels. And this is where we have to understand the huge difference between just being in motion and actually taking action. And this is where so many of us get tripped up. Our brain can't always tell the difference between rumination and actual problem solving. See, problem solving is active. You're in the driver's seat. You make a plan, you move towards an answer. But rumination, that's passive. It's just hitting rewind on the same thoughts, the same feelings over and over again with no end in sight. One gets you out of the ditch, the other just digs you in deeper.
So here's what that cycle actually looks like inside your head. It starts with one little uncertain thought, maybe a text from your boss that just says, "We need to talk." Immediately, your amygdala, your brain's alarm system, sounds the alarm. It sees a threat. That triggers anxiety, that classic fight or flight feeling. So what do? You start overthinking, trying to solve this feeling away. But because there is no perfect answer, your anxiety just goes up, which of course just fuels more overthinking. And around you go.
So the big question is, why? Why are our brains so easily caught in this trap? Well, the answer isn't in your personality, it's deep inside your brain's ancient wiring.
Think about it this way. Your brain's threat detection system is an incredible piece of technology, but it was designed for a world filled with saber-toothed tigers and rival tribes. Its job was to react instantly to immediate physical danger. And that software, it's still running. The problem is, today it misfires. It sees an unreturned text message or a weird look from a coworker and reacts like it just saw a line in the grass, flooding your system with the exact same stress hormones.
And if you want to know where this all happens, let me introduce you to the default mode network, or the DMN. You can just think of it as your brain's daydreaming mode. It's what turns on when you're not focused on a task. It's where you think about yourself, your past, your future. It's your self-reflection center.
Now, for people who overthink, something else happens. This quiet, reflective space, it gets hijacked by the brain's fear center. The two become hyper-connected. And the result? Your quiet moments of self-reflection get twisted into loops of self-criticism and worry. It's like your own internal narrator suddenly becomes your harshest critic.
Okay, so we get it. We understand the why, the old wiring, the brain traps. But that's not enough, right? The most important question is, what do we do about it? How do we actually break this cycle?
Let's talk about 4 practical strategies you can use right away. Number 1, just name the trap. Simply say out loud, okay, this isn't problem solving, this is rumination. That awareness is half the battle. Number 2, shift from why to how. Why is this happening to me is a dead end. How can I take one small step forward? That's a question you can actually answer. 3, and I know this one sounds weird, but schedule your worries. Give yourself a dedicated 30-minute worry window each day. This trains your brain to keep the anxiety contained instead of letting it bleed into everything. And finally, number 4, challenge your perfectionism. Ask yourself this: if my best friend came to me with this exact same problem, what would I tell them? And then try taking your own advice.
Now, those tools are incredibly powerful for stopping the spiral in the moment. But if you want real, lasting freedom from overthinking, it takes a slightly deeper shift in your mindset. It's about changing your entire relationship with uncertainty itself.
I want you to imagine you're walking down a path, and suddenly a thick fog rolls in. You can't see what's ahead. Your brain's protective instinct screams at you. Wait, don't move. It's not safe until the fog clears. And that feels like the smart thing to do. But what if the fog never completely lifts? Waiting isn't safety, it's paralysis. You're just stuck, right there at the beginning of the path. And this brings us to what might be the single most important takeaway. We think we have it all backward. We think we need to feel confident before we can take action. But the truth is, real, unshakable confidence is a result of taking action. It's forged by stepping into that fog, by proving to yourself over and over that you can handle whatever comes next, even without a guarantee.
So you see, the goal here isn't to somehow create a life with zero uncertainty. That's impossible. The real goal is to increase your tolerance for it, to build that mental muscle that lets you feel the discomfort of not knowing and to step forward anyway. That is where your real power is.
So I'll leave you with a question. Forget about the perfect plan. Forget about having all the answers. Just ask yourself, what is one small step, one tiny action you can take today without any guarantee of how it will turn out? Because that step, no matter how small it feels, that's where it all begins. That's the start of a quieter mind and a much, much bigger life.